Hey, welcome back to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online, and if you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate it if you purchase your next watch from us at JazzTime.com. Today we'll be talking about the Rolex Datejust 31, this one with a pink dial, Roman hour markers, fluted white gold bezel oyster bracelet, reference number 278274. I'll be going over the case, the dial, the bezel, crown functions, the movement, as well as the bracelet, and I'll be giving my thoughts on these, as well as the wearing experience toward the end of the video. Alright, so starting off with this case, Datejust 31 means it's 31 millimeters from finger to thumb. That's the 2 to 8 o'clock position, or the 10 to 4 position. Same distance, same diameter, 31 millimeters. It has the monoblock middle case with the screw down case back and the Rolex winding crown to ensure waterproofness down to 100 meters or 330 feet below sea level. You also have a full oyster steel construction, meaning that it is steel mixed with other materials, other minerals, in order to create a very strong steel with the ability to polish it to a very high degree, such that, you know, it just reflects everything. That's just the Rolex standard there. High polish along every surface, sans the back, which is also a nice brush finish. Feels very nice on the wrist. And you also have the white gold bezel sitting right on front, holding the sapphire crystal in place. Well, not really, because it's just there as decoration. Literally. It used to be made for the function of screwing directly onto the front of the case to ensure the waterproofness, but you know, modern technology and advances over time has really kind of made that, well, not all that necessary, so it's just there as a mark of distinction, and it's always in some sort of gold, in this case white gold, to just complement the rest of the watch here, as you can see. Now, taking a look at this dial, you have what is known as a pink sunray dial, sunburst sort of effect emanating from the center going radially. And as you can see, as I'm moving it through the light box, you do get that very nice sunburst type of effect, that sunray dial coming into effect very nicely. It has a very pinkish tone, but it does have a bit of a shade in there, actually. So you do have what I call a true mid-tone pink. It has a little bit of black, a little bit of white, just enough to really balance it out, so that when you look at it at any angle, you can definitely tell that it is certainly pink. And with the hour markers on here, the Roman numerals, gives it a very distinct look, a bit Art Deco-ish, sort of on the level of, you know, sort of what Cartier would be doing, but certainly Rolex has their own style here with the white gold applied Roman numeral hour markers, so you can tell that they're very nicely, very perfectly shaped onto that dial. Excuse me, and you can see it with the way that the light plays on them. They're very incredibly uniform in the way that they've been formed and placed onto that dial. Very easy to tell which hours are which, and the only downside, well, it's not really that much of a downside, it adds to the elegance of this dial. There's no seconds or minutes tracker on here, but you do have the rehaut, the engraving of the Rolex name on the inside of the bezel, so you can use those as minute and second markers as you need. Sitting on the front of this dial, you have the sapphire crystal, nice glare proofed and scratch resistant, so no suit threads or buttons could possibly damage it. And on the 3 o'clock position, Cyclops lens, so that it magnifies that date window. As you can see, it's quite small on the dial itself, but under the Cyclops lens, nice and large. Taking a look at the functions of this dial, functions of the watch rather, just simply unwind the crown at the 3 o'clock position. To the first position, this allows you to wind the watch. So about 20-ish winds is all you need to get to the full power reserve. Nice and easy there. If you're at a dead stop, about 20 to 30 full winds is all you need. Pull the crown out to the next position, turn it counterclockwise to advance the date forward. It's about a quarter turn to advance it twice, so about an eighth of a turn. It's very sensitive, so if you find yourself a time traveler, this would be an excellent watch for you. If you find yourself on the 30th of a month, just move it over once, and you'll be on the 1st of the next month for all those irregularly numbered months. Nice and easy. Pull the crown out to the final position. Note that the seconds hand does in fact stop, so you have that hacking function, and as I said earlier, you can use the engraving on the inner bezel, the rehaut, to place the minute hand precisely wherever it needs to go. Place the crown back to its position and screw it tightly back against the case to ensure the waterproofness of the watch. Rather simple there. That's all within the Rolex Datejust. What makes all this work? It's on the inside, the 2236 caliber. It's made by Rolex in-house with a plus or minus 2 second per day time differential after casing, giving it that superlative chronometer treatment as printed on every dial of the official certification. It has the functions of the center, hour, minute, and seconds hands with the instantaneous date with the rapid setting and the stop seconds for precise time setting, all of which I had just demonstrated. The oscillator on the inside is the newer one with the Siloxy hairspring in silicon with high performance Paraflex shock absorbers. So what does that mean? You can get close to any sort of magnetized surface. It won't affect the spring or the balance of this watch, and you can take a few bumps here and there. It'll be keeping track of time just fine. You don't need to demagnetize the hairspring at least, and it'll be functioning just fine in just about any situation. Just don't throw it into an MRI because it will very likely just pull the entire watch apart. But I digress. On the inside, you also have a bidirectional self-winding rotor that adds to the perpetual mechanical self-winding portion of this watch, so that you can simply just wear it on your wrist and it'll keep the watch power reserve up to the approximate 55 hours. So you can set this down for about 2¼ days or so, and you can pick it back up on Monday. Say you place it down on Friday evening, you can pick it back up on Monday morning. No need to wind the watch at all. So just simply wear it for an entire day after leaving it down for a couple days, and it'll be back to the full power reserve. I've tested this myself, and it does seem to hold up. All right. Now onto the bracelet of this watch. You have the Oyster bracelet, flat 3-piece links across, high polish down the center, satin brush finishing along the outsides, complete with my fingerprints, as you can see. High polish along the sides as well. Satin brush finishing underneath to give it that little extra added sense of comfort. You can definitely you can tell it on the wrist. There's a very, very minor taper down to the sizing links that can be removed for sizing. And after that, you have the folding, what is this called? The folding Oyster class. I forgot words for a second. With the Easy Link 5mm comfort extension link underneath, you have the Rolex stamped logo. You know that you're dealing with steel, and here's the Easy Link 5mm extension. Now, underneath, if you have this watch sized perfectly to your wrist and it gets really hot, you just downed maybe say 3 liters of water, your wrist is naturally going to swell up. This happens to everyone. So all you need to do is just reach underneath, pull the clasp out, and there you go. Another half Oyster link for free without ever actually having to size. This happens on the fly. And when you no longer need it, you just fold it back in on itself, press it back into the clasp, nice and easy. And yeah, it just fits on your wrist nicely and easily. So while we're here, I can actually try it on and give you my thoughts as to how it wears on my wrist. 7-inch wrist. So if your wrist is smaller, this will certainly fit you better, very likely, because I do get a ton of bracelet, almost no dial, in comparison to the overall, compositional look here. But, that's not to say that it isn't beautiful, that it doesn't look good, because, hey, I do very much like the way that they executed the pink on this dial. It's not a fully, fluorescent, gouge your eyes out type of pink. It's a very subtle, very elegant type of pink. Gives it a very distinct look. Taking a look at it down the wrist here, if your wrist is smaller, you will certainly be able to wear this just fine. 6, maybe even 5 inches in circumference, you can wear it just fine. And on my wrist, even though having it, stock size is just perfect for me, you can certainly take more links out if your wrist is smaller than 7 inches. And certainly with the overall weight distribution, you can't even tell which side the watch is on your wrist. Do keep it on the outside though, not on the inside. And because you do want to show off that dial. It just looks very good, very easy to read with those Roman numeral hour marks. A very distinct overall presentation here gives it a sense of elegance and sort of like refinement, Art Deco, just a sense of class overall with this Rolex Datejust 31. But enough of what I think. What do you guys think about this watch? Let us know down in the comments below what you think about this Rolex Datejust 31 Roman numeral hour markers pink sunray dial with a fluted white gold fluted bezel, and oyster bracelet. Let us know down in the comments below. Be sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell notification so you can be notified when we go live with another video like this one. And as always, if you'd like to purchase this watch or any other watch, visit our store online at jazztime.com, where you can get it for the lowest price anywhere online. And we'll see you in the next one. Take care.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.